Asking about opening a bank account. Hello and welcome to English Listening Time. Today, we're going to talk about asking questions when opening a bank account. Having a bank account is an important part of managing your money. Let's explore the vocabulary and phrases you might use when talking to a bank representative about opening an account. Introduction to bank accounts. First, let's talk about what a bank account is. A bank account is a safe place to keep your money. Instead of keeping cash at home, you can put it in the bank. There are different types of bank accounts, and each one has its own purpose. Bank accounts are important for several reasons. They keep your money safe, you can easily pay bills and make purchases, you might earn interest on your money, it's easier to track your spending and saving, you can use services like online banking and debit cards types of bank accounts. When you go to a bank, you'll need to know what kind of account you want to open. Here are some common types of bank accounts. 1. Checking account. This is for everyday use. You can write checks, use a debit card, and pay bills from this account. 2. Savings account. This is for saving money. It usually pays interest, which means the bank gives you a little extra money for keeping your money with them. 3. Joint account. This is an account shared by 2 or more people, often used by couples or family members. 4. Student account. Many banks offer special accounts for students with lower fees and minimum balances. 5. Business account. This is for people who own businesses to keep their personal and business money separate. When asking about accounts, you might say, "What types of accounts do you offer? Can you explain the difference between a checking and savings account? Do you have any accounts specifically for students?" Choosing a bank. Before you open an account, you need to choose a bank. Here are some things to consider. 1. Location. Is there a branch near your home or work? 2. ATM access. Does the bank have ATMs in convenient locations? 3. Online and mobile banking. Does the bank offer easy-to-use digital services? 4. Fees. How much does the bank charge for its services? 5. Interest rates. How much interest will you earn on your savings? 6. Customer service. Is the bank known for good customer support? You might ask, how many branches do you have in this area? Do you charge fees for using ATMs? What kind of online banking services do you offer? Preparing to open an account. Before you go to the bank, you should prepare some things. Most banks will ask for 1. Identification. This could be a driver's license, passport, or state ID. 2. Proof of address. This might be a utility bill or lease agreement with your name and address. 3. Social Security number. In the U.S., banks need this for tax purposes. 4. Initial deposit. The money you'll put in the account to start. You could ask, what documents do I need to bring to open an account? Is there a minimum amount I need to deposit to open an account? Do I need to make an appointment, or can I just come in? Visiting the bank. When you go to the bank, you'll usually talk to a bank teller or a personal banker. Here's what might happen. 1. You'll wait in line if it's busy. 2. When it's your turn, you'll tell the bank employee that you want to open an account. 3. They might ask you to sit down at a desk to talk more. 4. They'll ask you questions about what kind of account you want. 5. They'll explain the different options to you. 6. You'll fill out some forms with your personal information. You might say, "Hello, I'm interested in opening a bank account. Could you tell me about the different accounts you offer? I have some questions about your checking accounts." Questions about account features. When opening an account, you'll want to know about its features. Here are some questions you might ask. 1. Is there a minimum balance required? 2. Do I get a debit card with this account? 3. How many transactions can I make each month without extra fees? 4. Can I write checks from this account? 5. Is there a fee for the account? 6. Do you offer online bill pay? You could phrase these questions like, "Could you tell me if there's a minimum balance for this account? Does this account come with a debit card? Are there any limits on transactions I should know about?" Questions about fees. Banks often charge fees for their services. It's important to understand these fees before opening an account. You might ask, 1. Is there a monthly maintenance fee? 2. What happens if my account goes below the minimum balance? 3. Are there fees for using ATMs that don't belong to this bank? 4. Is there a fee for writing checks? 5. What are the overdraft fees? 6. Are there fees for online or mobile banking? You could say, "Can you explain the fees associated with this account? What happens if I accidentally spend more money than I have in my account? Are there any ways to avoid paying the monthly fee?" Questions about interest rates. If you're opening a savings account, you'll want to know about interest rates. Here are some questions to ask. 1. What is the current interest rate on this account? 2. Does the interest rate change? 3. How often is interest paid, monthly, quarterly, or yearly? 4. Is there a minimum balance required to earn interest? 5. Are there any special high-interest savings accounts? You might phrase these questions like, "Could you tell me about the interest rate for this savings account? How often would I receive interest payments? Do you have any accounts with higher interest rates?"
Questions about online and mobile banking. Most banks offer online and mobile banking services. Here are some questions you might ask about these. 1. Do you offer online banking? 2. Is there a mobile app for banking? 3. Can I deposit checks using my phone? 4. Is it possible to transfer money to other people online? 5. How do you keep online banking secure? 6. Can I pay bills online? You could ask, what kind of online banking services do you offer? Is it easy to check my balance and transactions on my phone? How does mobile check deposit work? Questions about debit cards. Most checking accounts come with a debit card. Here are some questions about debit cards. 1. Do I get a debit card with this account? 2. How long does it take to receive the debit card? 3. Can I use the debit card internationally? 4. Are there fees for using the debit card? 5. What should I do if my debit card is lost or stolen? 6. Can I set a PIN, personal identification number, for my card?
You might ask, when will I receive my debit card? Can I use my debit card when I travel to other countries? What should I do if I lose my debit card? Questions about account security. Keeping your money safe is very important. Here are some questions about account security. 1. How do you protect my personal information? 2. What happens if someone steals money from my account? 3. Do you offer two-factor authentication for online banking? 4. How often do you send account statements? 5. Can I set up alerts for large transactions? 6. What should I do if I notice a transaction I didn't make? You could phrase these questions like, can you tell me about the security features for this account? How do I report suspicious activity on my account? Is it possible to get notifications about my account activity? Questions about additional services. Banks often offer additional services. You might want to ask about 1. Do you offer safety deposit boxes? 2. Can I exchange foreign currency at this bank? 3. Do you sell cashier's checks or money orders? 4. Can I set up automatic savings transfers? 5. Do you offer investment services or financial advice? 6. Can I get a credit card through this bank? You might say, what other services do you offer besides checking and savings accounts? Is it possible to automatically transfer money to my savings account each month? Do you have people I can talk to about investing my money? Questions about the application process. Finally, you'll want to know about the process of opening the account. Here are some questions. 1. How long does it take to open an account? 2. Will you check my credit? 3. Can I open an account if I'm not a U.S. citizen? 4. Is it possible to open an account online, or do I need to come into a branch? 5. When can I start using my account? 6. What happens after I submit my application? You could ask, can you walk me through the process of opening an account? How soon can I start using my account after I open it? Do I need to be a U.S. citizen to open an account here? Wrapping up the conversation. After you've asked your questions and gotten the information you need, you might want to 1. Thank the bank employee for their time and help. 2. Ask for their business card in case you have more questions later. 3. Ask about the next steps if you decide to open an account. 4. Take any brochures or information sheets they offer. You could say, thank you for explaining everything to me. Could I have your card in case I have more questions? What should I do next if I decide to open an account here? After the conversation. After talking to the bank representative, it's a good idea to 1. Review any materials they gave you. 2. Compare this bank's offerings with other banks. 3. Think about which account best fits your needs. 4. Make a list of any additional questions you have. 5. Discuss your options with someone you trust, if needed. 6. Decide if you want to open an account or look at more banks. Conclusion. Asking questions about opening a bank account is an important step in managing your money. Don't be afraid to ask for clarification if you don't understand something. Remember, the bank wants your business, so they should be happy to answer your questions. When you're asking questions, try to be clear and polite. It's okay to take notes or ask the bank employee to explain things again if you need them to. Opening a bank account is a big decision, so it's important to get all the information you need. We hope this guide to asking about opening a bank account has been helpful. It's a great topic for practicing your English speaking and listening skills. Try role-playing this situation with a friend to practice even more. Thank you for listening to English Listening Time. Keep practicing your English and good luck with your banking. Remember, the more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become with these types of conversations. Happy learning!